Hello. Today we're going to be working on how to play with our bow. So there's a couple things we need to do first. First off, make sure that your bow is tightened, okay, that you've tested it with your pencil through the middle. And make sure you have your rosin on it. Okay. Check your bow hold. Oh, let me do it your way so you can see. Okay, so if you play violin viola, your bow looks like this. If you play cello or bass, your bow hold's going to look more like this. Okay. And then from there, okay, we need to look at some things on our instrument, okay? Now this is the same for bass and cello as it is for violin part, this part right here, okay? So from the bridge to the fingerboard, this is called your magical highway. And your job is to play your bow straight, like you would drive a car straight on a highway, on a road, right? We want to drive our cars straight, okay? We get into trouble when we don't drive straight and we get into car crashes. The same thing happens with our bow, okay? So no matter which instrument you're playing, your bow, you want it to look like this as you're playing the different strings, okay? You want it to be nice and straight, okay? When you're playing nice and straight, okay, you're gonna get that nice clear tone, okay? So when you start with your bow and your string, you wanna start near the frog within a couple inches, okay? And the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna pull your arm down, okay? If you play cello or bass, you're still going down, but your down's gonna be more like this, okay? It's gonna be more sideways, okay? All right, so the first thing you're gonna do is go down, okay? So you've got your bow, you pull down. Now check. And the nice thing about being on Zoom right now is you can check your bow. Is it straight? Okay. Then you're gonna go up. Okay, that's what it should sound like. Now, if we get into a car crash, sometimes if we're using our shoulder too much instead of our elbow, okay, we'll get into a car crash. It'll sound like this. It'll look like this. Uh-oh, look where my bow went. It's all the way over the fingerboard. That's a car crash. That's what we don't want. Okay. Here's another example of a car crash. Oh, uh-oh. The bow jumped the center divider. Okay, it jumped over the bridge. That's not good. We don't want that sound. That's a yucky sound. Okay. Here's another example of a car crash, and this is the most common. Oh, what just happened? Well, my bow wasn't even, and it hit the other string. So you want that bow to be level on your strings so you don't hit the next one. And you see my arm actually went down when I hit that string, and that's what a lot of people's bows do. So put your bow near the frog on the D string, and we're gonna go down and up. So, okay. Now rotate without lifting your bow, rotate to the A string, okay? And we're gonna go down, up again. Okay, rotate your bow to the G string. Wherever your G string is, stop and rotate your bow and try playing that down and up. Okay, now rotate it to the E string or the C string. Okay, down and up. If you play cello or bass, remember you're down and up. It's gonna look more like this. You have down, oops, down and up. Your A string, okay, down and up. Okay, still keeping it nice and straight within that magical highway. Okay, so that's your goal, is to keep your bow nice and straight. Remember, there's a couple things you can remember. Okay, you can try this game on your own. You can put your bow down by the frog, you can try and lift it without making any sound and get all the way out to the tip or as far as you can reach. Now lift it back and forth. So you're not actually pulling it right now, you're just lifting it back and forth, trying to keep it nice and straight. You'll notice your arm will start to make like a box shape, okay, for violin and viola. For cello and bass, it'll still make a box shape. It's just going to be a little bit further out, okay? So it makes that nice box shape. Okay, so that's one trick you can do. The other trick is to notice where your elbow is going, okay? When you're on the G string, Your elbow should be up with your wrist. Okay, so it's all together. When you're on the A string, it's going to go down a little bit. If you're on the G, it might go back up. Okay, so you need to make sure you kind of rotate your whole arm depending on what string you're on. Okay, that'll help. And you just want to practice this over and over and over and over again. Okay, just on each string, trying to get that nice clear tone. If you can get it on your open strings first, it's going to make everything better when you add your fingers down. All right, bye. Have a good day.